Hey guys, welcome to my third video. I am Aditi. I am a freelancer and a business coach, and this channel has been started to help you coach with any freelancing queries that you have. Stay tuned on this channel for amazing content to help you scale up your business and create a lot of content without overwhelm. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how to become the six-figure freelancer that everybody is talking about. You know, everywhere that you look on social media, on email, on any other platform, everybody is talking about either having become a six-figure freelancer or trying to become a six-figure freelancer. But what is the difference and how can you become one? Let's get started. So the first thing that nobody is telling you is that you have to upskill massively. Upskilling is the first step or the first pillar in becoming a high-ticket freelancer. It just does not mean, charging a certain amount of money and growing your business and then having a sustainable business. To provide, to get, a six-figure, it could be 1 lakh, it could be 2 lakhs, it could be 5 lakhs. You have to provide massive value. For example, you talk about, managing somebody's social media channel. You take a contract for it, managing and growing it. But how about you add these skills of copywriting, caption writing, doing analytics for that person? You can easily double your charges, and that client would be willing to pay for it. Who would not want to pay for, a freelancer who's supporting them with growing their channel, giving them analytics on what is working for them, changing the way it is working, doing amazing copywriting that is going to convert clients? That is what we are looking for at any social media channel, right? So the first step is upskilling. How you can do upskilling is in two ways. One is by taking courses and investing in a course, mentor, coach, wherein you get the knowledge from a person who has already done it before. So that is the first step, and I will create a separate video on upskilling and what kind of courses you can do. Moving on, the second bit of it is doing it yourself. If you're looking to add more skills to your portfolio, for example, if you are a website designer and you want to become a copywriter as well, amazing combination of skills, right? So in that case, what you can do is that you can start talking to people, friends and family around you, start building up your portfolio by taking projects for them. You can choose to decide, you can choose or decide to do it free, or you can choose to have a certain amount attached to it, whatever works for you. Both options are absolutely okay when you're trying to upskill. So you can do that and then start building your portfolio. This works better is because you have the experience, you've tried something out and it is going to work amazingly for you because you have built on your experience. While doing a course, you have to always remember that even though you're doing the course, you're getting knowledge from somebody, you have to implement it. Upskilling is implementation. Implementation is the key part. The second thing is networking. You can never work in silos and grow. If you see any freelancer, if you see any influencer, if you see any content creator online digitally, you will always see that they have a set of very close friends who support them, who encourage them, who promote each other's products. So you cannot grow without that network of people, and you have to start building it up. You can do that simply by talking to people who are in your space, reaching out to them via DMs, sending them emails in case you have their email ID. So what you do is start building up connections. You like their content, tell them that what a lovely content. These are the things I take away from this content. The profile looks really nice. Why don't we chat? I would love to talk to you about how you've managed to do this. Nobody says no for a networking call. That is the best part about the creator economy right now. Everybody is looking to network. The only thing you have to do is get started. Only thing you have to do is start, take the first step. Often at times you would feel shy and, very introverted, and why should I reach out? How can I reach out? Don't worry about that. You will make mistakes. In case you're worried about making mistakes in the type of communication that you're doing while reaching out, you can simply Start with people with smaller followers, smaller accounts. Reach out to them, see how the response is and customize it, and then reach out to bigger accounts. The key here is not worrying about what kind of followers or size of that influencer is. Don't worry about that. What is the worst that can happen? They will say a no. That's it. You move on to the next person. Ultimately, you have to realize that you're not friends with everybody, right? Similarly, while networking, you cannot build a connection with everybody. There will be a very small set of people, but who will be a very powerful set of people in your business. So, don't get disheartened. Continue this. Be very responsive when people reach out to you, start talking to them, and who knows, you might forge a bond that will last you your entire business lifetime. Let's move on to our third pillar. The third pillar is pricing strategy. So obviously, if you want to become a six-figure freelancer or a high-ticket freelancer, you have to ensure that you upgrade your pricing. And by upgrading your pricing, it does not mean that I am charging $100 for a project or for a work that I'm doing currently and I just increase it to $200. You can do that as well. But you know how to talk to your customer about it. The way is that you slowly give them an idea that you have upskilled and these are the things that you're adding in your business, and going forward or in the next 2 months you will be increasing your charges in this way. That helps the client be prepared for the charges, and anybody who is liking your work will definitely be willing to pay for it. The second thing that you have to make sure is that while you're pricing, for newer clients, for clients, I've spoken about the existing clients that you have. For newer clients, you have to ensure that you start creating a lot of content. You start building out on, your core skills, like I've talked about the first two pillars, and slowly you add more layers to your offer. I've spoken about this earlier in the video, which is that, earlier you were just a website designer and you was charging a certain amount of money, let's say 20,000 rupees for it. But why don't you say that I will add graphics to it, I will do the graphics for your website as well, and I do the copywriting as well. So it is an end-to-end project, and you don't have to look at it. You have to just give me the brief. You have to just give me the brief. You have to look at it slowly. I will send it to you for approval, and then you get the entire full-fledged project at the end. Everybody will be keen on that. I don't want to be as a person who needs a freelancer, who works with a freelancer. Also, if somebody tells me that I'm taking everything off your hands and can do a good job, I am ready to pay for it. So that is how you stack up your offers and build a high ticket. So from 20,000, you can say that for all of these offers and the maintenance of the website for the next 3 months, I'm going to be charging 45,000 rupees. There will be people who will say no to it. There will be people who say yes to it. But ultimately, we have to be working with the people who say yes to it, right? Do not get disheartened by people who say no to it. Of course, people have budgets, and everybody would not fit in your budget. Coming to the last pillar that I'm going to be talking about is mindset. I have spoken about 4 pillars, and I cannot stress how important mindset is. You might be thinking, what do I do with it? Why do I need to have this mindset? Or this is trending that everybody is talking about mindset, everybody is talking about manifestation. But believe you me, it actually works. Because until the time you don't have that mindset, you don't believe in yourself, you will not be able to convince the person. I am telling you, until last year when I was working as a freelancer, if people negotiated with me, I was ready to do it. If I told somebody 20,000 rupees for a landing page and somebody told they have a budget of 12,000 rupees, I was agreeing to it. And in that case, what is happening is that, I was taking up multiple projects at lower cost to, sort of hit my targets and goals for the month. And first thing is that when you have multiple clients, there's a lot of stress. You have to manage more projects. More time is being lost in so many projects and answering queries, etc. But the second thing is that people realize that they can bargain with you and they can get it, which means that they get a feeling or an understanding that you might not be the best. When you say that no, I am going to be charging 30,000 rupees because I know the transformation I can bring. If they negotiate, you can tell them that no, I am not going to negotiate on this because this is the value I bring. People, I cannot even stress how much people will relate to it and how much people will agree to it and trust you more. In the first case, what happens is that when people pay less because they have lesser budgets, they tend to control you even more. What they do is that they will control each and every aspect of how the project is going, what are you doing every single hour. They will drop by in anytime they want. They'll drop you messages, calls. They will sort of irritate you to the point where you're like, is freelancing even worth it? And why do you want to reach a position? We are freelancing because we love it, because it gives us a chance to build a sustainable income, either as a side hustle or as a full-time project, right? This is something that we've started as a passion and we want to grow our businesses. If you are passionate about something, you have to make sure that the price that you are quoting, you have to stick by it. Also, I'll give you a secret hack that I do. If I'm pricing something, if I'm not very confident about it, what I do is that I price it. Let's say I'm raising the price from 10,000 to 20,000 rupees and I don't feel comfortable at all. What I do is I price it at, let's say, 15 to 16,000 rupees for one day, and I do not send it to anybody else. I let it go for a few days, I let it rest, and then I contemplate on it, then I think about it, and what I do is that I straight away increase 30% to that number. So what happens is that everybody or most freelancers have a tendency of undermining themselves. So this increasing it to 30% after a few days or taking a step back and doing that helps you actually reach to a number closer to what you want. You can directly say 20,000 rupees if you're very, very happy with it. That is the best thing you can do. But if there are questions or doubts arising, you must make sure whatever is in your heart, please raise it by 30%, or you can decide a percentage when you understand what is the value that your work is bringing. It can be 30%, 20%, 40%. Straight away increase it. Don't think about it. Send that proposal out. You will face rejections. It doesn't matter. Just imagine that you can ultimately marry one person, right? It is the same thing with the client. You will get only one client to work currently, unless you're an agency and there are more projects, of course. Just that one client. There are 8 billion people on this earth right now. You have to find one person. So you have that power. You know that you are providing value. Do not worry about it. And happy freelancing. Again, looking forward to any queries, any questions that you might have. Please put it in your chats. Please put it in comments. Reach out to me in case you would like to book a consultation with me or work with me, or you want to do a free strategy call with me. I am open to doing all of these things. I am just one message away. Remember networking, right? Happy freelancing. Have a great day. Bye.